Speeding?
We're doing
Fucking
here.
idiot. Intro, whatever. Let's just whatever.
I feel like I'm back on stage at the
Grand Ole Opry?
No, at the hardcore venue. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
about to open up the pit.
You're about
Right
to
now.
start a firestorm?
Yep.
Is this you put it in your hand like you were like,
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
like
That's what they do.
I'm sweating so much
Yeah,
from
I know.
nerves that my upper lip is wet.
I love it.
This is going well.
I am warm. Okay.
You're wearing like a corduroy outfit.
It's hot.
Yep.
Everyone. Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Corn Corner with Cam Damage and Wicked Wren. Cam?
I want to
say
say
hello.
I want to say it feels awkward that we're looking at these cameras and the Instagram live is over there.
The Instagram people are happy to be here. They're a studio audience.
Okay.
Look at all the little hearts that they're doing. Like, they're great.
Perfect. Okay. Anyway, so this is the first of hopefully many episodes of Wicked Wren and I's new podcast venture.
It's going to be a hit podcast.
The Corn Corner.
People don't realize that it's going to be a hit podcast.
Do we want to explain the name?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so you know how on the internet you can't say I don't even know if I can say it here if we're gonna put this on YouTube.
I wouldn't say it.
The prawn P-R-O-N.
We're already demonetized and we've only lost money on this.
Anyway, that you can't say it on Instagram or YouTube or anything, and so people use the corn emoji when referring to it. So like I'm a corn emoji, star emoji.
I love that.
And that's what we say that we do for our job because everyone hates us.
Everyone, well, some people like you.
Yeah, enough to give us money.
To make this podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not happening yet.
It will.
It will eventually.
So while the title is The Corn Corner, it's kind of winking at our professions.
And it's an ode to corn.
Yeah, big fans.
And I think as everyone knows, every episode starts with a corn fact.
Yeah.
And Cam has prepared a corn fact for us.
It's not that good, but
Honestly, I think every corn fact is a good corn fact.
I hope in the future when I have more time for research aspect of this podcast that this is going to get so tiring. I'll tell you what. My little arms.
We're going to get stands next time.
Okay.
Someone start us a GoFundMe. Get us some stands.
This is a fact from the well-known website mydadsweetcorn.com. As you may be familiar.
Well, I know it and I love it.
Yeah. No, I forget which one I picked. This is stupid now that I'm looking at it again. Yeah, there's 25 fun facts about corn on mydadsweetcorn.com /blog/cornfacts. So one I found interesting. Corn is used in non-food items like fireworks, glue, fabric, crayons, fuel, paint, laundry detergent, cosmetics, and plastics.
I have a question immediately.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
You said a word. It starts with a C. I don't know what you said.
Crayons?
I don't know what that is.
What comes out of the Crayola factory to you?
A crayon.
Crayon.
You're
What do you so like the topping you put on ice cream that's not hot fudge or like a type of latte flavor that starts with a C?
You're talking about chocolate.
No, not hot fudge or chocolate. What else is a common? I can't say it because it'll ruin the bit. Like you get a vanilla latte, you got a mocha, then there's a
The Chesapeake latte.
you slap Old Bay on top of it, a liberal,
a
little shake of Old Bay. Not since I've been in Baltimore, baby.
Can you do a Baltimore accent for us?
Baltimore.
Can you do it?
Can we go get some water from the zinc?
From the zinc. Yeah. This is why you speak so strange.
No, I gotta get you to say. Hold on.
I say crayon and I say caramel.
That was what I was trying to get.
Yeah. I was
caramel.
I say caramel.
Crayon.
But the
Crayon.
word that you're spelling is crayon. It's like a Crain.
I'm glad
Like
that this is the
Frasier's
first
last name.
Frasier. So what if we?
I just found out, this is a true story. I just found out that Frasier was set in Seattle.
Yeah. How did you? The Frasier logo is the Seattle skyline.
Most people don't know this.
I think it's very common now.
I didn't know it though.
It's the Seattle sky. It draws the Space Needle when you do the logo.
I also read that, this is on the Wikipedia page, that since Frasier was set there, people wanted to move to Seattle, and they faked that view out of the apartment. And it doesn't exist. There's no apartments there that have that view.
The Space Needle view?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now people have gone there, and it's really populated that area.
It's like the Paris syndrome, where like tourists go to Paris and are like hopelessly depressed because it sucks.
Does it really?
I hate Paris.
Wow. You've been to Paris?
Yeah.
When did you go to Paris?
I've been there like 3 times.
Oh my. For what?
For when I was a travel model.
Oh my God.
And I would like go to Europe and like whatever and
That's
do
amazing.
that. And yeah,
Wow.
it's a great time. We haven't gotten past the intro, and I'm glad.
What was the best thing you ate in Paris?
So when I
Is our studio audience?
shout out to Instagram Live real quick. When I used to travel when I was a travel model, I was very poor. So the best thing I ate in Paris was the same thing I ate every day, and that was the free bread from the hotel breakfast buffet. And there were a lot of baguettes and,
Oh my God.
and pain au chocolat that we
I don't think that's a healthy
probably not.
diet.
Also, there was a coffee shop that had a mozzarella and chive sandwich.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what it sounds like. And I would get that every day, and that would be 2 meals because it was a
Just kinda
sandwich. It was
split
cut in half.
Now with the mozzarella and chive sandwich, does it taste like it sounds?
It does.
Wow.
But what could be wrong?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like a chive. Anytime I see chive on a menu, I want it. To be honest, I'll be totally honest with you.
To be perfectly candid.
To be perfectly candid. I can't handle it. So Cam, you flew into LA this week.
Just yesterday.
You flew into LA just yesterday.
And boy, are my arms tired. That's why holding the mic is so hard, you know? What can I say?
I wanted to talk about how you were on the tarmac for a while.
Why?
We're on the corner. We're gonna hit the big questions.
Hit the highlights?
Yeah. What was it like being stuck on the plane?
You know, I just hated it because I had things to do. I usually fly into Burbank. I love to fly into Burbank. I love that you can tell who has not flown into Burbank when you land there, because you come in hot and the pilot really puts it down and makes you know that you're landing. And the descent is a rough one. And so like if people don't know that, it's very funny because they're like and like doing the like I love you, I'm sorry. Like,
oh my God.
But you're there like cool as a cucumber, so you feel real good about yourself.
I think that it would be a good time to talk about our friend that we made on the plane that one time.
Oh my God,
that
when
guy?
we came back from my top surgery?
Yep.
That was wild.
That was wild. A full-grown man, had a portable DVD player. And this man had an entire history of the Blacklist DVDs. I don't have anything wrong with this. It just seems like a crazy thing. That was strange. But the weirder part about this was that he was just flying around. He had nowhere to go.
Like he had miles he needed to use and was doing so. Like that was his second flight that day.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That was weird. So like set the scene, if you will. I've just had top surgery. We've been in hell. AKA Florida.
AKA watching Lost.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah, watching Lost for 5 days. I'm wearing compression socks up to my knees because can't get little blood clots after surgery.
That was a great look.
And I don't know why I didn't get us better seats or anything, but I was against the window and Wren was in the middle. And then this man was in the aisle and he had a full on like a Hewlett Packard laptop.
It was so large.
Like, huge.
It was one of the largest ones they made.
With a plug-in DVD player. And then he had a fucking
like a booklet.
Yeah, like when you were a teenager and
Yeah.
had like your favorite DVDs in a booklet.
Yeah.
Yeah, of them.
And I want to be clear that I'm not knocking this. I'm just saying that it's a choice. No one does that on accident.
I've never seen that ever.
That takes preparation is what I'm saying. Because you had to think through things like, how is he going to power these items?
That's true.
I know that. I thought about this immediately.
I know that. I'm surprised that laptop ran not on AC power.
Yeah. Well, surprising enough, we actually have him today. I'm going to...
Bob,
come on out to the corn corner.
how do you like my results?
Yeah. He's like, they're great.
We did not divulge to him that I had just had surgery.
No. We had to carry a bag. It was a fun time, I will say.
I'm sure we'll talk about that one episode.
Yeah, one
the
episode.
entire experience.
But this episode actually is about first times.
Oh, it was my first time flying after top surgery.
That was your first time flying top surgery.
Anyway, yes.
I think it was also your first time being stuck on the tarmac, correct?
In LA?
Yeah, for a long time.
Sure. For the purpose of where you're leading.
All right. I just thought it was a good story.
It was, so that was your that was your draw in to the subject of the podcast?
Yeah.
Good job.
This is episode 1, baby. We're figuring it out, right? It's
Do
episode
we need
1.
to explain the format, or does it not matter? Like, the format is that there's a subject each episode.
I would love for you to explain the format because it would tell me the format.
We've talked about it. Every episode, there's going to be like a subject, and then we loosely talk about things, barring all these tangents that we go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our crazy antics.
that ascribe to said subject, unless we have a guest, and then there may not necessarily be a subject.
Yeah.
And we'll just talk to them about what we like about them.
I love that.
The whole podcast.
We should not get the blacklist man on because we've already talked about him a lot.
I couldn't book him.
I would like to get one of the people from Nathan For You on.
Like him.
One of the people that he has on.
We're never gonna get Nathan Fielder on.
No, not
He's
him.
such a hot ticket right now. He is.
Look, I know. I'm saying one of the small business people.
I want a person from I want Carl Havoc from I Think You Should Leave.
God, got too much shit on me.
I don't even want to be around anymore. All right,
Wow.
anyway, I'm sorry.
We could do top 6 favorite things. You could quote the different things from
Carl
I Think You Should
Havoc's
Leave.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not right now.
Okay, great.
I need to prepare.
Let me see. Okay. So the topic of this one is first times. I would like to talk about first tattoos.
Oh. Well then. Are you going first?
Sure. My first tattoo, I was 18, and it says "Life is good here." And I got that. It's a bad tattoo. And I got it because I saw this girl in a tattoo magazine, and she had this huge, like, filigree thing. It looked awesome. It took up, like, her whole chest. It was awesome.
That's it?
No, there's more. I thought that you were trying to jump in.
No, I'm just looking at us and making sure we're in frame.
We still look good. And I went to the tattoo man, and I said, you know, this is what I want. And he quoted me. I didn't have any money. So I was like, what can we do? And he gave me this tiny little thing that says "Life is good," and the eye looks like a T, so it looks like it says "Life too good."
It still works.
Yeah. Well,
Put a comment. Here's what you do: you put a comma after "life," so it's like "life too good,"
Too good, baby,
and "too" spelled wrong,
yeah.
but it's fine.
Yeah. And that taught me to put the correct amount of money into your tattoos.
So, was the only decision-making factor in this that you were like, what can I afford? Or did you go in and you were like, I want "Life is good"?
Well, I wanted "Life is good" because it was like on Tattoo Magazine. She was on the cover, and I was like, she's cool. And I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to get tattooed because I felt like it was something that made me different. It was something like, I was like, oh, this makes me unique. Mm-hmm. And having tattoos is cool.
So to be unique, you got the same exact tattoo as someone else. That was where.
Unfortunately, yes. And I got, but I got a worse version of the tattoo.
Tight.
Yeah. I was tight. It was really
Cool.
Yeah. It was great. And then in college, everyone just made fun of me.
Yeah.
For it. So it's really nice.
And did you get that covered up since, or is it still there?
No, it's still there.
A lot. are we having a call out session also for other tattoos?
Sure.
Along with your straight edge tattoos?
Okay, X-Ren X is making a comeback. I'm about to start touring again with my band.
You're fixing Edge from Breaking Edge?
Yeah. I did break Edge.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of straight edge tattoos, unfortunately. Not unfortunately.
I thought you only had like 2. How many do you have?
I mean, both my feet
I
say...
have a hair stuck in your lip.
Thank you so much. It's warm in here. I'll tell you.
Anyway.
Both my feet say drug-free, and they have X's all over them.
Yep.
And I've got something in the middle of my stomach that says straight edge.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's it. So I guess it's
okay.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great overall.
Better choices could have been made. But I will say the ideas I had for tattoos, for straight edge tattoos, were much worse than this. This is the best case scenario.
Example.
Yeah, I had a whole drug-free sleeve planned. It was bad. It was bad news bears. And it was like it was making X's out of different like drug paraphernalia. It was really bad. And I'm so happy I didn't get it. But I didn't know. I didn't get it. I didn't understand like...
I think it's funny that you would be so straight edge that you would get drug paraphernalia tattooed on you. Is it not... no, it's a grenade. I'm sorry.
It's a grenade.
I thought it was a bottle, like an XXX,
Oh, no.
like because the alcohol XXX bottle, like whatever.
No, but that's actually it's actually probably something I would have gotten on my arm. I will say the feet were excruciating. I would never tattoo my feet again.
I don't want to talk about it.
Anyway, didn't you get your feet tattooed or something?
I did.
How did that go?
Not well, because I'm an idiot.
You do this thing where when instead of just doing it in like normal proportions, you're like, I'm gonna do it all.
Because I don't want to walk around with an unfinished tattoo for an extended period of time. And like I'd rather go through hell for several days or a day. Is it still good? Should we stop and start?
No, I think
to then like walk around with like, because I did that with my arm. It took me like 2 years probably to get this arm done. And it was like I was like, I have a gauntlet on for like a year. Like it was stupid. Like I just rather like whatever. But in the future, the lesson we learned was that I will not travel in 4 days after getting a major tattoo.
Yeah.
And I will take a week off at least.
Yeah. I think the other thing that you don't realize is, or not you, but people don't get, is that feet are brutal.
It was the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Like truly.
When I did my upper body first, and then I went to the lower body. And when I got to the lower body, I was like, great, this is going to be so easy. The legs are not fun. And then the knee, got the knee ditch. It's pretty bad.
This was okay, like on top of here, but everything else, I hate it. Back the calf.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, that was not. Anyway, now it's my turn to talk about first times.
All right. What are some of your first times?
My first tattoo, I was 16 and was by a brother-in-law who was a tattoo artist in town, obviously. And I convinced my parents to allow me to get it underage. It wasn't that hard because it would be my only one.
Wow.
And I was like, I swear. And like they like measured this, like it was like you can be this big, whatever.
Your parents gave you a size.
Yeah, like it can't be bigger than this, whatever, and it has to be somewhere that people won't see it because I was still in high school, and such. And I was like, yeah, totally. Like, I don't, I'm not trying to get like crazy tattooed. I had every intention of getting crazy tattooed at that point. I had since I was like 12 years old. But I was just like, I'm going to be like the only kid in high school with a tattoo. Like, bleh, like how so cool, whatever. So then I got Memento Mori on my ribs. And I did get it spelled wrong. And so it said, I think the wrong one was Momento. Like it said Momento Mori instead of Memento Mori. And that was fun. So then I had to pay for the O to get removed so I could get it like an E tattooed over it.
Did you get it removed with like laser?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I was just like, I was like, they can't know that I'm this much of an idiot in the body mod community. Like, it was a big thing for me.
I got so many questions. When you went in to tell the laser people, like, hey, I need to get this removed, what did they say?
Sadly for you, I don't think it was a big deal. I feel like people go in there all the time and are like, hi, I'm a fucking idiot. Could you remove this? And they're like, got you, babe.
Got you.
Yeah. But like, I was like 17 at the time being
How
like,
bad did it hurt?
the laser removal?
Yeah.
It sucks ass. It's so much worse than getting tattooed.
Is it worse on your feet?
Nah. They try to numb you and they do stuff like with like cooling in between, but it still sucks.
So I said the same thing to my dad. I was like,
you
I'm
only
not
get
going to
one.
get any more.
Yeah.
This is it. And then I started getting tattooed under my shirts and like pants and things I could cover up. I didn't get my arms tattooed forever. It's funny how they say that, and it's actually like, I think it might have done the opposite, you know?
Like that it ensured that we would get further tattooed. Yeah. I don't think my parents anticipated this. But it's fine. Like they don't, whatever. My dad did call me a freak one time.
Oh my
but
God.
it was very hurtful. But I do understand because I came home from college and that year I'd gotten like 3 more tattoos. I don't know exactly how because I was 17 when I went to college.
Yeah.
And turned 18 quickly once I was there, but I don't know, someone fucked up there. And I like had my tongue double pierced and had a lip ring and I had my septum pierced and I was all like, whatever. And he was like, you're gonna look like a freak. And I was like, Dad, no! Like,
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Oh no, I know, right? Look at me now, Dad.
I did the same thing with piercings. And like, honestly, my parents didn't really care about piercings because they're removable and stuff like that. But I wish I still had gauged ears, and I wish I still had a nostril piercing.
I do want to get my like nose, like a little nostril dongle or something.
You're allowed.
I would never do that again because I had mine like decently big.
Yeah, I did too. And mine closed up fully.
Yeah, mine too, which is weird.
Yeah, everyone is always surprised.
Yeah.
I had a friend that went to, I think, like a 0 or something, and then they had to get it surgically.
Mine was past like double 0 or whatever. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And it went back.
Yeah. Very weird.
That's the only thing I missed. And it was weird because I went through a period where I was like, I hate this. And I took them out. But now I'm like, actually, I would really like these.
Important question. Did you smell them?
I did smell them, and mine always smelled pretty okay. But
like you'd like to smell them.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Same though. And I turned my septum ring even to this day just to get a little, get in there. You know?
All right. And the little crusties they build up and things.
No, that's not it doesn't get crusty.
What happens?
This is
I don't
healed.
understand where the smell comes from.
The smell is just like, cause there's a.
Oh, yeah. I get it. It's the same. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, you just had crusties on you the whole time?
No, but one time when I got my ears pierced at Claire's.
Of course.
And then I went to school, and then they were like, take them out. And I had to take them out in the office. Yeah, it was bad.
How soon after you got them pierced?
It was like 2 days.
Ow.
It was at the summer, and I went to a summer event, and they were like, yeah, you can't have these. They're on school campus, whatever. Anyway, I turned one of them when I had crusties, and they were healing, and it stung so bad. It's one of these little things I've remembered my whole life.
How old were you when you went to Claire's to get your ears pierced?
I was in high school, so I was probably like 16.
Can you do that without your parent?
No, they were there.
Oh, okay.
It was like totally.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
To be that age.
Yeah, it was.
And going to Claire's.
Yeah, it was.
There's no point to that. I just wanted to shame you.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And,
I was going to Checkered Pass piercing in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania.
Oh, my God.
Big ups to get my piercings.
Honestly, I feel like going to Claire's cultured me a little bit.
In what way?
It made me stronger.
What was your next first time question?
What was your first concert?
Like first that's hard. Like first that I remember, first that I was actually at, or like first like I chose this and am at this concert.
Which one was the most meaningful?
I chose this.
Yeah, what was it?
9 Inch Nails.
Oh,
Obvi. I saw I think it was it's probably pretty late in the game for me because I'd been to a lot of concerts before then, but I hadn't chose them. But it was like 2004. I saw them at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia, which is a small venue.
Big shout out to Philadelphia today.
That's only the first time I've mentioned it. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I'm saying Philadelphia's going to be happy about it.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, Pennsylvania, though, is getting in there.
Pennsylvania, we've talked a lot about that.
And I will continue to.
It's fine by me. Hey, I want to be clear. We're fine with it.
Fine. Well,
on the corn corner,
when you're talking about corn, you can't leave out Pennsylvania.
Is Pennsylvania a big corn place?
It's actually a big soybean place.
That's what I thought.
but there is certainly corn.
We should get Iowa on the show. Don't they do corn?
Can we get Slipknot on the show? More importantly.
Yeah, that's really good.
Anyway.
Go on.
9 Inch Nails, Electric Factory, small venue. Got to be close up. It's Trent Reznor's birthday that day, so that was sick. I got to sing happy birthday to him. My father took me, just me and my like old Cuban dad.
Yeah.
And he had vaguely listened to 9 Inch Nails before it, but he was a little horrified.
Yeah.
And me in front of him crying.
He probably thought they were all freaks.
Yeah. Good callback.
Thank you so much.
But I was just blah, and crying and super into it, and I thanked him a lot for taking me because what a sacrifice on his part.
Have you two talked about that since?
I'm sure. I had a in life where you have I should apologize to this adult that I was a shit to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Or I should thank this person for this momentous thing.
Yeah.
I definitely did that with my dad with that, and playing Pod Racer with me when I didn't have friends. When I was a kid.
When I didn't have friends. My God.
Anyway, how about you?
Haley, you don't have to say this stuff.
No, it's important to be candid and really bare our souls here.
That's
what the people want.
Your arm really...
It's hyperextensive.
Wow. Show everybody.
Do you like that?
Look at this.
What if I just leaned in to talk to you like that? I was like, what's up, babe? Really got it out.
Mine doesn't do that.
That hurt me a little
I'm
bit.
pretty stiff.
And then
in my bones.
Oh,
in bones, and also just joints and ligaments. I'm a
in
pretty
general,
tight person.
I thought that was going somewhere else entirely.
No.
I was like, that's a good segue into the next point. What was your first time having?
Live on.
I mean, you talk around it.
Okay.
But we don't. Do you want to answer your first concert, or do you want to go to?
Oh, my first concert was Sum 41.
Ooh, on a tour where it was them in Newfound Glory and stuff.
I don't remember who opened for them, but it was at the House of Blues in New Orleans.
That's fucking sick.
It was awesome. And I remember I learned all the drum parts for Does This Look Infected, I think was the album. Because I thought in my head I would play them or something. I had no
on stage?
Yeah, I had no idea what a concert was. I didn't get it. And I remember learning all the drum parts because I was like, what if? What if
they're anyone in the audience want to come up and play the drums for Does This Look Infected?
And I was like, yeah. And then we started playing Hellsong. I used to love Sum 41.
I
That's
honestly
a guilty pleasure of mine.
I only know the one.
Yeah, and I don't even like that song. What? I still listen to Sum 41 now a little bit for some nostalgia. Anyway,
your music taste is questionable. You know how I feel.
Yeah, I do. I know.
A lot of screamo.
I know.
We'll have to do a whole episode on music.
We should do it on music.
And then I can talk about 9 Inch Nails and Aphex Twin for an hour. Sick. Yeah, you listen to a lot of ambient electronica.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like,
AFAM. Do you like tones and boops?
Do you not be able to comprehend the passage of time while you listen to music?
Do you want an erratic beats per minute that does not stay consistent for multiple bars? Boy,
do I have a band for you.
Why don't you tune in? Anyway,
I was gonna ask about First Kiss. Pretty good.
Again, I have to do qualifying questions. Okay. Do you mean first little kids, or first oh, this is a thing?
I think the first one that meant something to you.
Oh God. Oh, that's like kind of hard. I would say that my first like real boyfriend, heavy on the quotes.
Yeah.
I won't do his full name because I don't want to like dox him, but like his name was Brian. And we went on a date to Hershey Park, and we rode the Lightning Racer, and then we kissed after, and that was a big thing for me. No, wait, we may have been at the pool. We go to the pool a lot, like the local pool,
Like the public pool.
No, we belong to the country club. I'm ashamed to say.
That has a bunch of questions about the public pool. I've never been.
I also went to the public pool, but I could go to the country club or the public pool. I don't want to railroad your
No. That's your things, but that's it.
Well, I feel like you need to do, unless you don't want to share your first kiss.
No, I can. So my first kiss, I was at like a resort. You can lean back. They're good. She's a good couch.
I'm familiar. I've slept on her.
Yeah.
Done more than sleep on her. Hey,
okay.
It's true.
I remember her name, and we're on like a vacation thing in San Antonio. Yeah.
That's not where you expect to hear I was at a resort.
Yeah.
San Antonio, Texas.
It was weird.
Was there strange. A water park?
We did go to a water park. Yes. And anyway, I remember she was wearing a green shirt.
And did you?
I also remember her AIM screen name.
It was just a rando though.
Yeah, like we met
like
a couple days.
Vacation.
Yeah,
like GF.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah, and I had like a friend with me, and then I got her AIM name. I didn't understand the concept of AIM.
Yeah.
So I would just leave it on all day and try to message. And I didn't get that you could be away.
Yeah. And
then my dad was like, "Hey, you're gonna look really desperate," because he thought every time I was like, "Hey." And I was like, well, you're not wrong, Dad. But, and I was like, we never talked again.
This raises a whole other question for me before we move on to the next thing. You didn't know about AIM away messages, so you didn't get to utilize the magic of angsty lyric away message.
I didn't.
That's such a missed opportunity.
I didn't understand the computer. Truly, like I didn't get it. I didn't get what it like did or was. Like it didn't make sense to me.
Expand on that.
I remember getting an iPod, the first iPod, and I had iTunes. And
that was an iPod. We all were like, what? Like,
yeah, and email. I truly didn't understand what email was. I remember in grade school they were like, buy a flash drive, or high school or something, and I thought that like the bigger the number, like was a bigger sized one. So I was buying a megabytes big flash drive.
How expensive were? Oh,
I mean,
okay,
they're expensive, but I was like, so
you were like 100, whatever.
That's bigger
like
than 2
huge.
gigs.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Incredible.
So
look at you now.
I know, look at me now. Hey,
yeah. Really technologically literate.
Look at us. We're all over the place.
I'm proud of you. There's electronics in every goddamn corner of this room right now. I tell you, if EMF disease is a real thing, we'd be just fried.
Should we bring in a sponsor? I don't know if you know this, Sean, but we have a sponsor.
Do we?
We do.
Who is it?
Will you help me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, again, this is our first sponsor for the show. It's a little bit of the...
Oh, yeah.
You can hold this if you want. So Jim Frugley's corn product has decided to be our first sponsor, which is pretty incredible, honestly.
What is it?
Jim Frugley's.
Okay.
So...
First and last? Jim Frugley, first and last name?
He's a corn maker. You see what I'm saying?
No, I understand the concept.
Jim Frugley has been making premium corn products since 2006. I'm sorry. He's paying for the show. Jim Frugley has been making premium corn products since 2006. A newcomer to the corn product game.
Is this his
You're
corn?
making a mockery of Jim.
Is this his corn?
That's his corn product.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Jim Frugley has been making premium corn products since 2006. A newcomer to the corn product game, his corn product is still top-notch and what you would expect from a frugally name, without the prices of the big corn guys. Keep an eye out for a frugally corn product in a grocer near you. I'm
so sorry.
Why are you laughing at this? What's funny about this? This man's giving us money.
I guess I don't want to break the fourth wall on it.
If you don't have a little gym in your corn, it's... You gotta pull it together, okay?
All right, Van Damme.
This man has given us a lot of money for this.
Please finish the if you don't got a little gym.
If you don't have a little gym in your corn, it's not frugally. Now thank him. Thank him for sponsoring the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Jim Frugally. Say his... If you're looking to sponsor...
Was that you or Corey? Was that you or Corey?
I love how when something's funny, you're like, you don't believe it could be me that made it.
The group, the energy in the group chat that we have is so manic that y'all are just like hitting it on every cylinder, and I come in with like some stupid ass shit every now and then, being like, yeah, I thought that Jesus wept was from Hellraiser, not the Bible, because horror movie idiot. Like, yeah.
We're talking about my boyfriend Corey, who honestly is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
Funny.
Corey didn't write that. That's Jim Frugally. That's honestly, it's probably Jim Frugally's press people.
It's probably the copy. Like if the ad people, like Jim Frugally hired like Don Draper.
That's what I'm saying. It's his people.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have a.
I didn't mean to disparage.
I guarantee Jim Frugally's not gonna sponsor us next time.
Well, at least we got this one.
Yeah, I know. We got it.
Someone's gonna pick it up.
If anybody wants to sponsor episode 2, please let us know.
Cool. You ready to move on to another one?
I'm ready to move on.
Okay. I thought a fun suggestion from the Peanut Gallery was first fist fight.
Oh my God, that's good.
Which I think is a term that can be applied pretty liberally. But
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, so.
One time I got hit in the head.
Story.
I did. One time I got hit in the head by a kid on my street. I don't remember what happened, but he hit me in the head hard.
There's no context?
We were arguing about something, he hit me in the head. But then I started doing BJJ.
There's no hitting.
Yeah, no hitting there. It's a lot of grappling. First fist fight. And then I also used to bite people. That was my thing. I had a biting.
Upon what age?
I mean, I was like middle school.
That's too old to be biting people.
Yeah, I know. I'm not proud of it.
Okay.
I bit a lot of people.
And for any specific offenses or
because
just...
I would be angry.
Okay.
I would just be angry and I wouldn't know how to talk and I would just bite.
We
would get into a fight.
Okay, so like there was already physicality. You weren't just like running up and like, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like a rabid dog.
Well, who knows?
I'm not. I promise. I'm good now though. I'm clean.
Like with me, that's a great thing. Like someone's doing that to me.
Yeah, not in the streets though.
No, like in a consensual, like intimate way.
When was the first time you've been bitten?
Like in my life,
maybe,
or like intimately.
Give us both.
I don't even know what the answer would be, but because like when you like kids bite, like like toddlers and like bite. Yeah. So like I'm sure that I was bit as a child. I don't remember a lot of things just on the whole.
Yeah.
So I don't know that one. And then intimately, quote unquote, I couldn't say either because I've always been, me cruising for a bruising ever since I was ready.
They don't call me old Cam Damage for nothing.
Yeah, that's what the damage and Cam Damage means.
I get like a feeling in my jaw that I want to bite. Sometimes.
Just like randomly in the day?
Yeah. It just like feels good.
Do you ever like you get something that you want to...
No, it's like if I take your arm and bite it.
Okay.
It feels good.
I mean, you can do that. Not right. Probably not right now.
Sorry.
I mean,
sorry.
I feel like we
sorry.
would get in some kind of trouble there. I was trying to think of other any like more teenage to adult fight things.
Honestly, the only thing that was kind of crazy that happened recently was I was on the bike path by the beach, and there was this guy that was screaming at this woman, and he was like all up on her, and then I put my like arms around his waist and like pulled him.
You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's amazing heroism. Honestly,
yeah, it was wild, and that was my only like little thing. But I will say that I didn't get in there quick enough, because I was watching this happen and I was like kind of shocked. I couldn't believe that it was happening, and I wish I would have gotten there quicker. And then she had to verbally say, "Someone help me." And I was like, I can't believe that I let this go that long. And then like, also he was like an old man. It's not like I was like, you know, in a fucking MMA fight. But it's like, yeah, I just like put my like little, and I just put a foot behind his foot and just pulled him on the ground.
So you used a BJJ move.
I did.
That's
crazy.
Tight.
Yeah.
Also, not to get real for a minute, but I would not blame yourself for not intervening quicker, because you are a girl, and that's not really a thing that girls are like super comfortable with doing.
Yeah, I just like hearing this woman say like, "Someone help me." I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, why didn't I? Anyway, now I'm like, oh, I'm going to obviously get into things quicker when I see some shit like that happening, But yeah, it was wild. That happened like a couple months ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like cool like that, really.
You can make something up. You can lie.
Well, no, I had one like a thing in college that I was gonna cite that was just like it makes me look kind of like a badass, but not really.
You're trying to tell me you're all right.
Just a little sip of it.
You drink coffee too?
I have, and I just told my doctor that I did not drink coffee after 2 p.m. And that was a lie.
Your doctor seems cool.
Honestly, she does seem. Maybe we'll hang out in real life. Anyway, we won't.
Maybe.
I don't hang out with people that aren't like 5 people.
Yeah, you really see the same 5.
Yeah, I keep it tight.
Yeah.
That's like people ask like how many people I shoot with, and I'm like, 4.
The same.
Partners. One. So like,
Get
4.
rid of my panic.
Like, yeah. Anyway, okay. Yeah. So, I have other like fighty things. Like, this isn't a fist fight, but playing field hockey. One of the times that I got my nose broken. What?
It always fascinates me. I'm like, oh yeah, you played fucking field hockey.
Yeah, like hardcore.
I know.
Yeah, for a long time.
It's wild.
Yeah. If you don't know what field hockey is, Google it. Anyway, so
it is my life.
It is. Yeah, it was my life for like 20 years. Girl broke my nose. Cause it was easy. I broke my nose like a few times. Cause like you're all bent over and your face is close to the ground and there's like sticks swinging and whatever. Yeah. So got hit in the face a lot. Girl broke my nose, laughed at me. There's a thing in like organized sports that if you get blood on you, you can't play. Like if there's blood on your jersey or your shoes or anything, because it's a health hazard, you like can't play unless you have a change of clothes, which no one ever does, whatever. So she laughed at me and I spat blood all over her shoes.
God, so that's awesome.
Play anymore, like the whole tournament, I think.
Oh my God, that's great.
And I went back into the game after they stopped the bleeding, which was stupid because I absolutely was concussed. But here we are, and that's why I can't remember a lot of stuff. Anyway,
wow.
But I didn't have any blood on me because I was all forward and like kept it. Like I was like, we're good.
Do you miss playing sports?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
Like I miss the organized, the team, whatever, camaraderie.
Yeah, I miss that too. I'm thinking about doing beach volleyball.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
I think you should. That'd be sick.
I know, I want to.
You'd probably meet, a lovely human.
Say it.
Non-gendered anything.
Say it, Cam.
I was gonna say a lovely gentleman, but like that doesn't cover like the scope of interest.
They do play.
Oh, I'm sure.
Beach volleyball.
No, I mean I meant there could be anyone there. Who knows who could be there?
We support all genders here. Yeah, the Corn Corner.
I think they know that. I think they're aware, given the people that are operating it.
Given the people.
Oh wait, no, and I want to do my other one. It's actually not that good compared to that one. In college, one time there was a guy outside the bar that was trying to like be like on me and whatever, and I kept being like, whatever, fuck off, dude, like whatever. And he like kept bothering me, and I was like really buff in college because I had to gain weight to play field hockey. And like now I weigh like 140-ish, but I weighed like almost 160 in college. So I was like, and I lifted a lot. Anyway, and he was being annoying, and then I like did like this against his throat against a car, and it like was really hard. Like I didn't realize how hard it was.
Wow.
And he like was like staggered, like,
Good.
and he wasn't that drunk that it was that, like it was like he was like whatever, and I like was like and then that was, and I walked away. But
it's a good
it was
story,
pretty sick.
honestly.
I felt real. I was like like
I feel like he'll never do that again.
Hopefully not.
Wow.
One would hope. I don't know. No one ever did anything like that to me again.
Wow.
Because I went around and told him.
Yeah. We're gonna make little plaques and give them out to people.
Got all the boys together and was like, guess what I did? Now who wants to have sex with me?
Anyone want to line up?
A lot of them did.
I can imagine so.
Good segue.
It's a good segue.
If you want to do that one.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like it goes without saying
I think we should.
that the first time is first time being penetratively intimate.
God, that sounds so hot when you say it like that.
Penetratively intimate.
Wow.
Do you like that?
I do like that.
Let me get real low with my T voice. Penetratively intimate.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm gonna like change all the categories to that. Penetratively intimate.
Oh, I mean, I'm making my own site, and that can be a tag. Like you can have that as a tag on your site.
I love that. Please.
Yeah. Anyway,
mine was wow. I gotta think back to this. It was on the floor in my room, and we were like cuddling under a blanket watching a movie.
why were you on the floor?
I don't remember. I think I was on the floor because it was less like suspicious than being in the bed.
That's so funny. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah,
like, that's like good like teen logic.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this makes more sense.
Yeah, like we couldn't possibly be doing anything bad because we're on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, I can't remember the movie. I wish I could.
That'd be so clutch.
I know.
Very unfortunate.
I know. But yeah, it was honestly pretty uneventful. It was pretty
As they often are, frankly.
I know. I was like really like, wow, this is happening. This is so crazy.
Wild.
And then yeah.
Did y'all use protection?
We did. And actually, here's a funny story about protection. Over the summer or something, my high school band went to England, and they had protection, instruments in a vending machine. And
Protection instruments. Prophylactic instruments.
And I remember everyone on the trip bought them.
Oh, yeah. Because you're like, ee.
Well, yeah, and also it was just like easier because they were in like a vending machine. Like it was like
you didn't have to go to a human. Like it was like, yeah.
Whereas like here it's like CVS or something.
Meanwhile, I was like
it's terrifying.
in high school, went to Spain, and they had beer in vending machines, and I was like,
that's crazy.
Hell yes, brother.
When did you start drinking? Oh, never mind.
Do you want the real answer?
Back up.
No, I mean it's like common knowledge.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's like when I was like 11.
It's in the lore.
Yeah, like 11 or 12.
What was your first time
Drinking?
No.
Good tie-in. His name was Billy Beers.
What a name.
Legitimately.
What's his dad's name?
I don't know that much about him, but he was a father.
Did you do it underwater?
No. It was not like the first kiss. Billy was a father. Billy had a child. He was younger than me. I was 17 and he was like 15.
And he had a child.
And he had a child.
Billy Beers.
And I was like, God, I feel so bad for Brad. Brad and I dated in high school, as you know.
I remember this.
And I dumped him. And one of the driving reasons was because he shaved his chest and shit. Like I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And so I dated
Billy,
someone younger than me who undoubtedly had no chest hair. And Brad and I had been like going out for so long, and we didn't really do that much because we were both really shy. Like we like made out and did hand stuff, but like never did the full Monty, and then dumped him, got with Billy. Within like a week, I was like, yep, gonna have, whatever with that guy. And I also was drinking a lot more and stuff at the time.
Wow.
And so that was the context, was like drunk, had just gotten home from drunk driving. Don't do that. And I was not driving, but everyone in the car was drunk. And then had really unfulfilling, weird sex that lasted, it was like a minute and a half. We used a condom at least.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, but like, that was it.
Sounds like a very crazy time in your life.
When is it not? Am I right?
Am
I right, people?
Wow. Yeah, I feel like everyone's first time is pretty uneventful.
And I think that's
pretty
good.
Agreed.
I feel like that's like a proper.
What a great way to put that, because it being eventful, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
It
good.
could be eventful in that it was like awesome, but like if it's like just uneventful, that means like it was fine.
What was the first time you made like a photo or a video that you're really happy with? Do you remember that?
I used to, it was probably like 2017, living in Baltimore when I started to get like really serious about my self photography and stuff. I think the first shoot that I was like, oh, I really did something was like this Hannibal themed one where I like made a whole set and I had like a raw steak and I like was like holding it and taking these like really pretty like portraiture things and like was like biting it and whatever. That was probably like the first photo shoot that I was like, oh shit, like this is sick.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I don't take photos hardly at all anymore because they don't make money.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get back to it.
Yeah. So we're talking about first times, and a very unique thing about being transgender is you get to redefine things on your own terms. You get to redo things for the first time. Mm-hmm. What were some standouts for you?
So I feel like I mean, like, obviously people are constantly, like, trans people are constantly accruing these first times. Like, it's not like it's like all in the first year. Wow. Like, there's always going to be things, but this is, I don't like putting like a time frame on like the exact thing, but I have only really been physically transitioning since, like, I say when I cut my hair, like when I cut my hair off, that was the big like turning point. And that was in like March of last year. And then top surgery was September. So a lot of mine I feel are within that thing. So some recent ones, being topless in public for the first time.
Oh, amazing.
And that was in New Orleans. Brad and I were at a snow cone stand. And it was so fucking hot.
As you do.
Yeah. And I was like sweating through my tank top. And there were like other dudes standing around without shirts on. And I was like, fuck it. And did it. And then walked home without my shirt on. And was like, this is sick. Like
the photos of you from that like little excursion are really awesome.
Yeah. Those are like very sweet. I made Brad take photos on my film camera, like on the walk home, because I was like, take pictures of me. Like, this is like, this is a big deal.
That's my favorite kind of photography, though. It's things that capture a moment in time that you cannot replicate. Like, I'm not really that interested in doing modeling photography anymore because it's so curated.
Yeah.
It's like I can present whatever I want to the camera, but it's like that moment, that picture says how happy you are.
Yeah.
They're really incredible images.
I want to do like lifestyle photo, like for that reason stuff.
Yeah.
Way more. That was like very special. And then more recently, I don't know how many we're doing, like 3, I don't know, whatever.
You do as many as you want.
I don't know. Going into the men's restroom for the first time. And I'm sure I've been in a men's restroom before and they're like, oh, like they're single stalls and this one's full, but this was like going to the men's restroom with the gendered intention.
Yeah.
And that was thanks to Mike Panic, who let me in, and he didn't even have to use the bathroom. He just like walked in and then stood there, and it was so sweet. And I had like a lot of fear and have been wanting to do that for a while, but I've been too scared and went in and peed. It was disgusting in there.
Yeah, it's a dirty place.
Yep, but I will continue to go in there. So, but that was just like early this month. I did that for the first time.
That's amazing.
So that was cool. I'm trying to think of other ones. We can like go back and forth. You know?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think of some. One like big standout was packing for a trip.
Oh yeah.
That was like a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. I was like, oh, this is cool.
I feel like it's like, because I'm experiencing that more recently with the like embracing dressing more mask, where for work trips I used to pack just like only short shorts and like thongs and whatever, and now it's
you wear
like,
thong underpants.
Yeah, do you wear thong underpants? Sometimes, but now it's like whatever, like long shorts and like the not boy shorts, briefs, like whatever.
Yeah, like man shorts.
Yeah, you know.
It seems like the length of the pants have gotten longer.
Yeah, I mean that's how you establish your masculinity.
Dominance.
Yeah.
Oh, masculinity, sorry.
Well, I can't wear short shorts in public and expect to be gendered correctly because people will be like, damn, look at that ass. And I'll be like, I know, right?
I know.
But anyway, I'm a boy. Boys have butts too. Weird. But yeah, that. And just like shopping in general. Like the first time shopping being like, I'm buying this, like whatever stuff.
Did you feel fear doing that or?
Like shopping?
Yeah.
I don't know if fear is the right word. It's more just like the insecurity of things not fitting.
Totally.
Like, because they're not cut for me.
What have you found that has worked super well for you, clothes-wise?
Baggy pants, baggy tops. Be shapeless.
Have you ever heard of like a potato sack?
Yeah,
You
actually. Yeah, like it's good because I'm actually in a competitive potato sack racing league.
Oh my god!
So I'm up to my gills in potato sacks, and you know I'd be wearing them around the house all the time. It's just a thing I like to do.
I'm up to my gills in these potato sacks.
No, but it is unfortunate. I get gendered correctly most often if I'm wearing baggy stuff.
Yeah.
But I also like to wear, when I travel, a low armpit cut.
Yeah.
That was, as you know, when I got top surgery.
That was a thing.
That was a goal. I wanted to wear low armpit cut shirts a lot.
Yeah.
And now I wear them when I travel so I can be like, oh, just reaching for something in my bag, and then be like, yeah, I'm fat as fuck because I don't have boobs.
Look at these hip rounds.
Yeah. You see, and there's a scar there. You may know what it's from, and then you're cool. But if you don't, be confused.
I love that.
But it helps. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah, honestly, I feel like you've kind of captured the sentiment of it. You know, it's cool that we get to... Because I think about a lot of the first things that I've done, you know, now versus and the earlier memories are kind of gone.
Yeah.
So you get to like really, I mean, I've said before, redefine those experiences.
Like
it's really awesome. Yeah.
I don't think, I mean, and it's not like you like, I'm not reliving things I've already experienced and being like, this is my first time doing like as a trans.
Yeah.
I guess like over and over. But I think there's like things that stand out consistently and you may not realize it until it's happened that you're like, oh, like this was such a cool thing because whatever.
So looking forward to episode 2, what are some of your favorite conversations that we're going to have on episode 2?
And that I don't know have happened yet?
Yeah, like what are you looking forward to on episode 2?
Us not to do Instagram Live at the same time because it's been very stressful for me over there. I'll be honest.
It the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been terrible to me.
The camera situation.
This has gotten very dim. I'm a little worried about it. We're gonna need to like tune it up.
We might be doing episode 1.5.
Yeah, I'm excited for our mascot to be present.
Honestly, he might make an appearance
in this episode.
Maybe.
Okay, I hope so.
I feel like he is.
I don't know what the subject of episode 2 is, so I can't even venture to guess the conversations we have.
Well, it sounds like episode 2 is going to be great.
I think my favorite part is the mania before the episode.
Yeah.
When we talk about all the shit that we can't talk about publicly.
Yeah. But if you do want to hear that stuff, you go to Patreon / the Corn Corner. That's not true.
That's not true yet. It may be.
Yeah, it will. I guarantee
it
will.
Yeah, that's true.
It will. There's going to be more
There's going to be an Instagram.
And also, Jim Frugalies is giving a 10% off coupon. Why do you think it's funny to laugh at Jim?
You're making a mockery of Jim Frugally.
You set me up. All right. Well, everyone, We love having you at the corn corner.
I was like, you sound real confident. Like you had a really good wrap up because it was going really good. Like you were like succinct.
Yeah.
You like locked it up in there.
I can do it again. Hold on.
Retake.
You gotta get
Reset.
in the zone.
Reset.
You gotta dial it in.
All right.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for being a part of the Corn Corner. We always say that it's you that makes the corner complete.
Yeah, we do.
Now you're laughing at our guests.
It was so good.
You're laughing.
You're so good.
Right now.
You're so funny. I cannot even.
Honestly, I am.
I gotta cut it loose next episode and like really like throw things out there that aren't just like Central Pennsylvania adages of like.
I was just thinking about how much you talked about Pennsylvania.
That's what I do.
God, there's so much Pennsylvania talk.
You gotta look at it and break out like the Amish idioms and shit. Like it's like it's like I spoke another language, isn't it?
All right, well, Corner. We need to come up with a name for the guests that watch us. Like,
isn't it just the studio audience? Oh no,
the
corn heads or whatever. Yeah,
the corn dogs.
Corn dogs is great.
Yeah,
because
the corn.
Corn dogs. Oh yeah. I think I could say horn dog.
I think you can say horn dog.
Corn dog is perfect. Perfect parallel.
So good.
Yeah.
All right. Are you corn dogs?
All you corn dogs out there.
So good.
We're gonna get corn dog pillows because I just found them on Etsy. I'm so excited.
Actually, I want to say this. I want to say this before we end this. When we were like, you pitched a bunch of potential names to this podcast. You said the corn corner. I didn't even think about the connection to the P word.
Yeah.
I just thought that's so funny. It can be about corn.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it in the way you thought about it because you're a pervert.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
You're right.
You're very right. Thank you so much.
I'd like to talk about sex on more episodes.
We can.
That was a joke. But also I will. You know I will.
You're telling me you like sex?
No.
You're telling me you like that kind of thing?
Only with people that I love. Wait, but God. It's true.
I was like, I was literally about to say, I was like, okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, you corn dogs out there in corn world, tune in for next episode. We're going to talk about different things. Maybe toothbrush. That is a topic.
It is topic. Yeah. Dental hygiene.
So it is dental hygiene. All right, everybody.
Now play the outro.